Hey, Lambda fam. My name is Rosales. I use they, them pronouns. I am a fat, brown, non-binary femme of indigenous Latinx descent. I'm wearing a strappy black top with matching cardigan. I have medium bleach blonde hair, and I'm wearing dangling earrings and rainbow frame glasses. I'm sitting in a room with living room furniture. Behind me, there's a light blue wall decorated with pictures and frames. There's a plant, a shelf, and the pride, bi, pan, and transgender flags. I'm going to be sharing an excerpt from a story I wrote called Baby Teeth. There are two characters. There is Ray, the narrator. They're a Taurus, and their love interest is Speck, who is a Sagittarius. And this is a story about young queer love. I thought about the condition of my apartment, about the last surviving cans from a 12-pack of domestic lager in the refrigerator, along with the ketchup and mustard bottles. The ketchup half full, the mustard half empty, the congealed dine-out orders and styrofoam caskets that the city had recently banned, the small pile of dishes from the thrift store that lived in the sink until they were needed again, the baseboard heaters that hadn't been turned on since last winter, the record player that sat atop a broken suitcase, the scattered shoes all over the dirty carpet where a plastic cup from the bodega soda fountain had spilled half full of orange soda without a chance for a 25-cent refill. If Speck was bothered by the soap scum that yellowed the shower curtain, or the stuffy air that never fully ventilated after showering, or if Z was concerned that the dust bunnies underneath the couch would trigger their allergies, I wouldn't have known. And if Speck was impressed by my mint-condition reissue of Nina Simone's Black Gold, or my collection of Raymond Chandler books, or if Speck was perplexed by that 45 of Richard Nixon's Watergate speech from the dollar bin at the record store, Z did not show it. And if the blue scarlet lights of a passing police car turned sunset pink in between our glances and biting lips, I still could not have understood how Speck and I could fall so easily into something as bittersweet as the irresistible seep of marijuana in a darkened room. And while it's true that politicians spoke of us as they would scribble on bathroom stalls, and op-ed pieces began appearing on newspapers along with crude and threatening declarations, there was a moment that lasted long enough for us to blink that would have otherwise been lost into the moonless night and beyond the relative safety of my apartment. A moment when we both knew that the space between the curving and the wall was only large enough to hold the parts of ourselves ready to be left behind. It was important to know then, even though, in fact, we were both clueless at the time, that you can be certain, even if it's only for a moment, that you will be loved. What happened next wasn't because of immaturity or impatience or impulsivity, but despite those things. Speck moved into my apartment because he needed a place to stay and I had room. We had known each other for less than a month by then, and there we were, Speck, again, the most incredible person that I had ever met. I was so proud to show her how I rented one of those carpet cleaning machines from the grocery store, and I almost got the stains out too. I showed her where I kept my small collection of records, 36, one for every paycheck since I got that job at the credit union. We merged our stash of pills and weed, combined our music collection, and shared the only closet in the bedroom. Speck made protest signs that read, "Queers don't want to get married, queers want to get fucked." I was too shy and painfully self-conscious to make any protest signs, let alone be seen at a protest, or worse, a parade. I was a bore. Everything I had learned up to that point had taught me to hide in plain sight by wearing khaki pants and baggy polo shirts, anything not to call attention to myself. Speck explained the difference between stone butches and diesel dykes to me while introducing me to radical zines like Zer Zer Zer, which you could only get by mailing a $2 bill along with your address to a P.O. box in Savannah, Georgia. Thank you.